boundary of Baitul al-Haram. So the first one which we want to talk, which is boundary or miqat, haram and miqat, is those who wants to travel to Mecca, even for a business trip, or you want to see someone, or for Hajj, Umrah, whatever you want to do, you cannot just enter in the boundary of haram. You need to go one of these 5 places, which is Masjid Shajra, Yalamlam, Dhul Hulayfa, Juhfa, and Dhatu Iraq. These 5 places, different places. For example, if you're coming from Jeddah and other area, that is Juhfa. If you're going from Medina, Masjid Shajra. If you're going from Yemen and other area, that's Yalamlam, Dhatu Iraq. One of these places, so for example, it's difficult because we don't have a PowerPoint side. Like for example, if you have, this is a Kaaba, so these are the boundaries. So you cannot enter to the boundary unless you go one of the places. You're coming from here, you cannot. You have to go either this place, this place, this place, this place, this place, 5 boundaries, okay? And you have to get the permission there. So what's the permission? Which is you take off all your personal belongings and everything and wear kafan. So ihram is kafan. And be ready that you are ready to take off to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala anyone. So Hajj is divided in 2 parts. One is Hajj Tamattu, one is Umrah Tamattu. The first one you have to do is Umrah Tamattu. Umrah Tamattu, that's a permission you want to get into Baitul Haram because you're coming from outside and you need to do some rituals there. So inshallah we're going to travel afternoon so we can be there night time and wear the ihram and we go. Before we do ihram, we ask all the sisters especially and brothers also and those who are they have any types of the health conditions, we ask them to do ghusl in Medina, a hotel, so you can be ready. But some, they can do that, that's not a problem, and they can inshallah take care of that in Masjid Shajra, that's not a problem. You wear the ihram but don't make intention in Medina, you did ghusl, you ready everything, and inshallah we are in Masjid Shajra. Once you go to Masjid Shajra, first thing you have to do is you need to wear the ihram. Ihram timings is after wajib prayer is mustahab, but not necessary. What we do is we offer Maghrib Isha prayer right after Maghrib Isha prayer. We stand together and we make intention as if you are, for example, wearing right now, although you're going to wear the ihram clothes, but not intention. Stand there. Now it's a time for having a special connection between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As if the first night of grave, Shabab al-Qabr, first night of the grave, is equal to wearing the ihram. That's the first step towards visiting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Once you stand there, you want to wear the ihram, what do you say? لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك. This is a wajib. Each and every one of you need to recite that, whether memorize or while you are there, inshallah. So once you're wearing ihram, you need to get rid of everything, whatever you have in your heart, and you are at this time in the presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why our Imam, he used to cry a lot, a deep connection to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. and that's the best time for remembering all your shortcomings or your sin, whatever, and also to see the new picture. After you wear the ihram, you're going to have a new life. All your past is gone. You started your life from that point. The clock of your life will begin in Mash'ar, in Miqat, which is Masjid Shajara. Once you wear the ihram, you are going to be protected by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A special person. Since you're a special person, you have certain duties. 27, 26 things haram for the sisters, and 30 plus things are haram for the brothers. Inshallah, I don't know if we can connect that, it's good. Otherwise, just to go a general things. I don't know, you are an expert, inshallah. So, once you are muhrim, in the ihram, you need to make intention for your Hajj. How many of you are doing Hajj and Niyabati on behalf of others? Anyone is doing Hajj and Niyabati? Okay. Make sure that you need to mention the name of the disease or the person whom you are doing Niyabati. I request sisters not to do Hajj and Niyabati at all. For brothers also, those who are doing Hajj and Niyabati is difficult because they have to follow each and every rule. Especially for sisters, the reason is sometimes you're going to stay Uquf Istirari in Mash'ar, or for example, if there is a crowd, you're going to give the Niyabat to someone to throw the pebbles and those types of things. But you're doing Hajj and Niyabati, you cannot do all that. You need to take care of that by yourself. So that's what's very difficult. I urge the sisters, even if you're going 5th time, 10th time, do your own Hajj, send the Tawaf for Marhumin. Or for brothers, those who are going 1st time, they cannot do Niyabats. Unless in special conditions. I hope that majority of you are going your own Hajj. You're doing your own Hajj. That's not a problem. You make intention that I'm doing or wearing ihram for Hajj, Umrah Tamattu as Hajjatul Islam, Wajib Qarwatul Allahu Akbar. Talbiya, Labbaik Allahumma Labbaik, you are in ihram. Once you are in ihram, what are the things are wajib? One of the things is lotions, oil, anything which has a smell there, or scented oil or anything, you cannot use that. Can you carry that? It's okay, no problem. Any types of cream is okay, but only during that time, after you wear the ihram, till you do tawaf and you come out of the ihram, you cannot use any types of oil, fragrance, even deodorants and all that you cannot use. And also you cannot smell, fragrance or anything. And also you cannot run away from the bad smell. Sometimes I make a joke that we're not going to inshallah give the what called the beans there. Sometimes bean will create lots of gas and it's going to be a problem. But who knows? You cannot run away. That's a good train that don't smell good, beautiful, the fragrance, and also don't run away from bad smell. Adapt a new, standard for yourself. It's good. You cannot comb. You cannot make a beauty yourself. MashaAllah. You're all beautiful. What do you want? Khalas. You cannot swear because you are with the shadow of the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Sometimes people just swear. That you cannot. Should not. No arguments. Aghe falahati.
What are you talking about?
No, just remember. No arguments, mashallah. So it's going to be a big test. I'm going to ask all the children to scream there, no problem, inshallah. So, okay. Allahu Akbar. No arguments, no fightings, no husband-wife relationships. And also, Uh, Maybe some people, they want to have a marriage. You cannot do weddings or engagements or marriages there, in that state of ihram. Okay. Don't take off the leaves, plants. Don't kill any, even insects or anything. Sometimes I have a bad habit while I'm going, I take off some of the plants or the leaves. You cannot do that. And also, you cannot hunt, which is not going to be the case. For the brothers, you cannot wear anything which has stitches. Any sewing cloth, you cannot. Just 2 pieces of white cloth which has no stitches or anything which is like sewable thing. And also, you cannot cover your feet. Some brothers, they mention that they have different types of sleepers. They can, yes, any types of sleepers which cannot cover whole your feet, top of your feet is not a problem. Portion of that is not a problem. But sisters, they can wear even socks. But I'm talking about the brothers. You cannot cover your head with cap. You cannot have an umbrella. Okay? But for sisters, make sure that you cannot cover your face. Sometimes they are doing wudu and they want to take off the scarf. While they want to take off the scarf, this face can be covered. Make sure that you do it in a way that you should not cover your face in any given time while you are in the state of ihram. Okay, that's very important. And also for the brothers and also sisters, you cannot walk in the shadow or anything which has a saqf or roof. Okay, so that's why what we do is we travel night time. Traveling night time is not a problem. By Ayatollah Sistani, Ayatollah Khamenei, Ayatollah Wahid Khurasani. Only one problem, those are doing taqlid of Ayatollah Sistani and Ayatollah Wahid Khurasani, that if there is a wind or rainy time, you cannot travel with closed bus. The reason is, if there is no rain or storm, it's a normal casual time, it's not a problem. But if there is a rain, it means you want to protect by traveling with cover bus. So pray from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that that night you don't have any rain or storm. But for Muqallidin of Ayatollah Khamenei, it's not a problem. Even if there is a storm or rain, it's not a problem. You don't have to pay kafara. But if you're Muqallid of Ayatollah Sistani or Wahid Khurasani, you need to pay a kafara, which is one sheep or one goat. So you have to have you need to open an account for sheep and goats. I don't know, you can count one by one. Okay. So these are the few things. Also, you cannot look at the mirror. You need to take off all your beauties. Glass for your health is not a problem, but anything, even sunglass is a problem, or anything. For example, sisters or myself, you see, brothers or sisters, if they want to have one ring, this is not a symbol of beauty, but I want to wear this for mustahab, is not a problem. But anything which you wear for beauty, whether a necklace or rings or anything, even wedding rings, you cannot. Okay, so those brothers who are, mashallah, wearing wedding rings, they have to take off that. For that night, it's not a problem. It's not a threat for sisters, inshallah.
I told you can't start all over.
Okay, mashallah. Yes, sir.
For a neck, if off stitching.
That's not a problem. Very good question. For glass, if there is any thing which has stitches, it's not a problem. Yes, no problem. Because that's not a part of the clothing. And even, for example, if you want to wear the belt, has its stitches, it's not a problem because that's not a part of the cloth. Okay. You want to carry a bag which has stitches, it's not a problem because that's not part of the cloth. Okay.
And you cannot wear sunglasses, that's what you said.
Even sunglasses, which if you are wearing sunglasses because of health, it's not a problem. But just to protect and to have better feeling, no. Or for beauty, no. Yes, yes. For sisters, not a problem, but for brothers, is a problem. Hat, or anything you want to cover, sisters, they can wear, not brothers. Yes.
We can
Prescription glasses that have change color.
The change, no, that is not a problem because primarily, like you want to wear that or you are wearing that because of your, health. So if color changes is not a problem. So I mentioned this, Umrah Tamattu. Okay. So in Umrah Tamattu, the first step you're going to do is you're going to wear ihram. After ihram, I'm going to inshallah come about the things which is haram. Inshallah, I'm going to mention. And then from there, you're traveling from Masjid al-Shajrat to Baitul al-Haram to do tawaf. From Medina to Mecca is going to take 6-7 hours in our times, maybe sometimes more because of the traffic. But before morning, before sun rises, we're going to be in Medina. Once you're in Medina, it's not a problem because you're in the city of Medina, you can travel with the closed buses. The problem is out of the Mecca. Once you're in Mecca, no problem. So we try to be in Mecca before sun rises. Once we reach to Mecca, inshallah, please. Oh, this is for.
You need it for the rest of the trip or not?
Yeah. That's good, mashallah. So before we go to Tawaf, some people they want to have a rest, istirahat and all that. What I urge is just go and take care of the wajibat first. Unless if there is any emergency, it's different. Whether it's for sisters, if their own problems, or for anyone who has a health problem, it's not a problem. Majority of us, we can go and we can take care of them. And also, amazingly, morning time, right after Fajr prayer, is less people till Dhuhr time. The more you go towards the Dhuhr time, the sun and also heat, that's why it's not healthy. So what we do, inshallah, right once we arrive in Mecca, we go and we do tawaf. For tawaf, obviously, there is some rituals and also some spiritual guidelines. Once you go to, usually we go and we put our belongings and come to Baitul al-Haram. Once you see the Kaaba, Baitul al-Haram, here is not 7, but 2 places. One is Shrine of Imam Hussain, and second is Baitul al-Haram. There is no limit. It's not 7 du'as, as much as you want. No limit. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala swears that the one who comes to me and he wants to ask from me whatever, Ya malaikati wa sukana samawati, all the angels and those who are living in the heavens, they should know that my servant, whatever he's asking, I will grant him. Allahu Akbar. Once you see first time, Kaaba, Baitul al-Haram. This Kaaba, Baitul al-Haram is the place you offer your prayers, you turn to Qibla all your life, and all of a sudden you see that you're before Kaaba. Allahu Akbar. No worries, no stress. La khawfun alayhim wa la hum yahzanun. So stand there, you're saying labbaik, Allahumma labbaik, subhanallahi walhamdulillahi wa la ilaha illa huwa Allahu akbar. Again, this dhikr of tasbihat al-arba'a, subhanallahi walhamdulillahi wa la ilaha illa huwa Allahu akbar, represent the Kaaba Baitul al-Haram. Kaaba is square, has 4 pillars. Each pillar has its own name. The first one is subhanallah. Second, alhamdulillah. Third, wa la ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar is the 4th one. So then that's where the Hajr Aswad place in 4th one. We start the tawaf from that place, Allahu Akbar. Subhanallahi, walhamdulillahi, wa la ilaha illallah. The la ilaha illallah one, the 3rd one, is the place of the birth of Imam Ali alayhi salam.